flavor? Or some kind of meat?
Yeah.
No?
It's kind of like like some liquor,
Some
like some black
breakfast.
licorice,
Kimmy
like,
ain't put it back in her mouth.
like
After
the
she
licorice, like the
Wait a minute. Is it good, Kimmy?
something
No,
nasty.
it's not good.
No?
I don't
What it
know.
taste like to
Some
you?
breakfast meat?
I don't know what that is.
Dog food.
Knowing me, I would feed you guys that, but no, it is not dog food.
Oh
What
my
is that?
God, this
Well,
is
Adrian's on a roll today
disgusting.
because he's got the right concept. It is a breakfast meat.
No, this is some nasty
It's
shit.
sausage.
Oh, nice.
What is this white one?
Is it nasty?
That is fucking disgusting.
Wait, I want you to try it.
No, don't do that.
Try the white one. This will be the last one, I promise. It's
Oh,
her
hell
reaction is
no.
priceless. If she don't like it, y'all definitely not gonna like it. Try this white one, Kimmy.
Okay.
Ew. What the fuck is this?
Try
We're
them
trying
Adrian.
I'm watching
to be-
You
Paris.
want to roll, Adrian. You want to roll. This
What,
is
this
good.
one right here?
What is that?
Disgusting.
We gonna see if y'all
I'm
can
gonna
get
try
this
this
one.
one.
Now, Adrian's been getting about 4 of them so far. So,
This was broccoli and cauliflower.
What the hell, man?
That's nasty.
you didn't even
No.
chew it,
That's
girl.
real nasty.
You
I
got some
had
for the
enough. I had enough. What the
life.
hell?
Like a tooth. All right.
This
What
thing
is
tastes
that?
like.
Paris, you ate yours?
Yeah, I put it back over there. No, I don't want that shit.
All right. Damn.
I ate
Ah!
Adrian chewed this like a piece of bubble gum, y'all.
I swallowed mine.
It's a taste.
You always do,
You
honey.
would think jelly beans taste good.
So what flavor y'all think this last one is?
Trash.
Curious to know. Trash is pretty close.
I think I want to side
Oh
with
my
JoJo.
God.
It's some broccoli or cauliflower.
It
something
tastes like
that.
a vegetable.
That tastes in my oh my
Yo, it
God.
made my stomach hurt for real.
It's worse
What
than
is
an
it?
actual
Y'all ready for the
vegetable.
final flavor?
Yes. What is that?
The final flavor is
Dumpster.
It's one actually one
Dumpster
more.
juice.
rotten eggs.
That's what that was.
Rotten
Ah.
eggs. It was rotten
Uh-huh.
eggs. I won't lie to you.
I'm
it
gonna
was
try
rotten
this
eggs.
last
That was-
one.
That one's easy.
Wow.
That one's not too
Is that
bad.
apple?
If you're a cow, you would eat that.
Look at this.
Oh,
Look at
grass.
Mm-hmm. So y'all, well, I didn't, but they just did the taste test challenge.
Jelly
How do
bean
y'all
taste
taste buds feel?
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Oh,
They feel all mixed up.
Yeah.
A little combination.
yeah.
What,
a lot of
what
sugar
would
in
y'all
my
say
mouth.
is the best flavor out of all these nasty flavors? The
Mine
best one.
was earwax.
Yeah, that one
Give
was
me like some
good.
earwax. Okay,
It tastes
so
like cherries.
Okay.
hmm
Paris, what
I
you
didn't
think?
like that
Let me see.
egg.
I'm gonna go with earwax.
Earwax is the best one.
Earwax was
Adrian?
the best one.
Going with the flow, yeah. Earwax.
Are we 4 for
Tasted
4?
good.
Yeah.
It was
All
good.
right, so my guess like earwax. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Y'all passed the test. Y'all did pass the test. Johnny's
Thank
swallowed
you
every
for
last bit.
Thank you. Thank you.
I win.
She always wins. So yeah, these actually were the Harry Potter jelly beans.
Oh my
right?
god.
Oh
These
my
were the Harry
gosh.
Potter jelly beans.
Ooh.
Which
That's
was,
good.
believe it or not easy to find. To be honest with you, it's not easy to find.
on
If y'all
Harry.
end up purchasing these online, just make sure. Well, don't eat them yourself, please. Like, don't.
Make
do
your
that to
friends
me.
eat it.
But yeah, make your friends eat it. Just
Yeah.
bring them a little baggie of jelly beans and don't tell them what's up. Okay, and they will enjoy every
Ooh,
last
I'm gonna.
flavor.
That's a
get
great.
put
That's a
like
great game to play though. During game night.
I'm going to put it in a jar at my desk,
God,
so when
never had no
when
jelly
people
beans.
come
You should
in
do. Oh, I
for
saw that,
interviews,
though.
like,
guys
would you like
want-
some jelly beans?
That is evil. That is genius.
You can get online.
That's-
No,
You can get online.
You can get it online. You can buy it online. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
cool.
my
They actually sell
god.
them on Amazon too.
And what it's called?
Amazon.
And it's called Harry Potter Jelly Beans.
It's Jelly Belly brand and
Jelly
Harry
Belly
Potter.
Beans. Oh, okay.
Harry Potter Jelly Belly. So
Oh,
y'all,
why?
at least y'all went up for the challenge.
That's a great game to play.
Yeah.
Why,
Yes,
Harry
thank
Potter?
you
That was
for
fun.
Because some
participating.
people would turn the challenge down.
They're like, I'm not putting that in
Y'all
my
put every last
mouth.
one in your mouth and cherished it like it was your own.
I would try everything once.
Not this case.
Except that one. For some reason, y'all rotten egg one looks like bubble gum. I don't know why.
It's
but
just-
y'all
no,
just-
that-
you chewed the hell out that last one.
Oh,
trying to get that flavor.
For last.
Oh, I never had jelly beans that flavored before.
To tell you off.
Very much so.
All right, y'all. So those of you who are tuning in, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we are going to be interviewing with the cast here and the producer, creator, director, writer, all the above of Shock Nation. We're going to talk
Yeah.
about season 2 that's coming out
Dos.
very, very, very soon. So don't go anywhere. We actually have a special video to show you right now on break, and it is the trailer for season 2 of Shock Nation. Take a look.
Woo!
Check it out.
To this shit, 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 to this shit.
You need my friend to pay attention to people you hang around.
Who is MJ? Are you still salty because of the competition?
There's no way. You guys should have won second place. I don't know what the fuck you think this is, but I need that money now.
What the hell?
You mad or not?
She mad.
To this shit.
That was the
Nice.
official trailer for Shock Nation Season 2.
Season 2.
My battery's
Season 2. We are ready. We are here for it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it as well. Feel free to comment in the video. Let us know what you think. Let Kimmy Ye know what you think
Yes, please.
of Shock Nation Season 2. Now, I'm going to shoot my first question actually over to you, Kimmy Ye. So some of these questions are going to be kind of guided around the table towards you, some towards the cast. Again, those of you who are just tuning in, we have Adrian on the very end, one of the cast members in Shock Nation Season 2.
Yes.
And we have also Paris, and he's actually been in the first and second season, so he is returning for another great
He's a
season.
veteran.
I'm
He is
back.
a veteran. Shout out. So Kimmy A, what I'm curious to know, for those who are just new to this series, can you give us a little bit of the background and synopsis for Shock Nation?
Sure. Well, it starts off following a young girl growing up in the streets of Baltimore, you know, looking to find her way. She's struggling. She's living in a single parent household, which a lot of our youth are today. So she, you know, had this inspiration for dance, and she lost that inspiration when certain issues began to plague her life. And all of a sudden, it's this dance team called Shock Nation at her school, which, you know, is interested in her, and kind of the leader kind of sees her dancing one day and is like, wow, why are you not dancing for a team? Like, we want you on our team. But she's struggling. She has to take care of her little brother. You know, she has to grow up before, you know, she should as a teenager. So that's what season 1 pretty much gets into, the story behind her and the background of her family.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, Season 2, you are wrapped up for
Yes.
production.
Done.
I mean,
Thank
that's a relief in itself, isn't it?
Yes.
Finally wrapped up production. Now, how long were you in production for? I'm just curious.
We started filming. We started the process in about, I want to say May. And then we started filming in July, November. And we wrapped in, was it December? No, we didn't. We wrapped in August.
We're early this year.
In August?
Yes.
Okay, 2018.
So we started in May.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
May to about August.
4 months.
Yeah.
We wrapped early this year.
August, September.
Surprisingly.
Now, is there more
Yeah.
content with Season 2 than Season 1?
Oh my God, it's so much more content. I introduced some new characters that are gonna stir up some mess. Adrian being one of them. Yes.
I like to stir the pot.
We like some mess.
So it's way more drama in season two.
season 2.
Yes. And then it's a continuation, of course, from some things that you saw in season 1.
Okay, good.
We continue those stories.
Which is important to do.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
good.
It
So
is.
those of you who are tuning in right now, make sure, we're going to get into it in a little bit of how and when and where to go to view Season 2, but make sure you do tune into it so you can see that continuation and some new crazy shit.
Yes.
Because I'm ready for it.
Of
Yes.
course you are.
That's good.
So I want to know, like, what sets Shock Nation apart from all of the millions of web series
Yes.
that are out there?
That's a
today?
great question. When I originally sat down and had the idea to do Shock Nation, I was watching all of the web series that are all online and on YouTube, and I purposely wanted to create something different. And so I was like, well, how can I intertwine what I already know into my acting and my writing? And it was either sports or it was dance. So I was like, I was searching. I was like, I don't see any web series on like dancing. Like there's so many dancers across the world that are getting so much recognition from dancing to like famous artists videos and stuff, but it's no series about them. So I was like, this could be something different that could grab a whole different audience than just keeping it on some street hood shit, even though it's from Baltimore.
That I admire, because I get so sick and tired of seeing it's the same type of content that comes out of us, and we're so much more than the violence. We're so much more than the drugs. We're so much more than the wire type of it's so much more here. So it's always refreshing when you see somebody from here that can show something completely different than what it is that we're used to seeing.
Thank you. And definitely I gotta give a shout out to my homeboy Tim, who's actually going to be hosting the premiere. He said the same thing, you know, just today we were talking, and he said, man, sis, this is so inspiring. Like, this is an inspirational story, other than just, yes, it has drug related issues in it, but aside from that, it really has some real inspirational stuff that really makes people think and really gets to people's hearts. Like, oh my gosh, this is so right. Why am I not doing what I was always destined to do, or what I always dreamed of doing? Because people get stuck and they get complacent, you know. So this is something that can spark people. He was like, "Oh my God, it hit home for me." Like, it's for all ages.
That's good. So thank you for thinking out the box.
Yes.
No pun intended.
Got a tag.
I love it.
Out the box. Okay. Well, this question actually is geared towards everybody. So Kimmy A, Adrian, and Paris, whoever wants to answer, or collaboratively, each of you can answer. Okay. What you can give, what are some highlights from season 2 that we can expect?
I think this year you'll see a lot of friendships who were real close and tight kind of fall apart.
Okay.
A lot from season 1, where it's like a tight bond of friends who grew up in the same neighborhood. I think as you get older, and situations happen, a lot of friendships kind of like fade away, and it's like, oh, they're not cool no more from season 1. It's like, oh. It was hurtful. Look up like, oh, so we're not cool no more. Like, oh, whoa, and it's like,
when you see the script and it's like, damn.
This happened.
So it's kind of. It's sad, but it's gonna be real interesting to find like, will they ever be friends again? Or
because it is Shock Nation.
Yes, right.
You're gonna be
right.
That's why it's called Shock Nation.
Right.
But I think filming season 1 was fun. Like, we grew a tight bond with each other, and it was like, okay, so we knew certain people wasn't coming back for season 2. We're like, oh.
Now, was that? Be honest. Was that a personal choice, or did you cut them out the script?
Justin always gotta ask. Why would you ask
that? It's cool.
You
want to hear the real.
I don't know y'all, so you can't be mad at me.
You want to hear the real.
Nothing.
Happened.
So, some things happened, and not really. Certain situations happen, and sometimes you. I will. Yes, exactly. And I will just say sometimes you rock and connect with people, and sometimes you just don't. So, and sometimes you have professionalism, and sometimes you have unprofessionalism. So
and that's everywhere. So
that is everywhere.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Even,
so yeah.
Yep. It sure is.
Cast members, they live and they learn.
That, when you think so did you have to write them out? Did you write them out?
Or just not really include them at all in the second season?
Right. So really, their role in season 1 really wasn't even that prominent to have them in season 2.
Okay.
Some of them that I did want a part of season 2, I was just like, how can I fit them in? And I just couldn't really find a place. Like manager Tony, who was played by Devin J. Ricks, who's my bro too. I was like, dang, I wanted him a part of it, but I was like, I didn't really have a place to put manager Tony back in it because Mystic Jordan wasn't even in it that much. So, and then there were just people schedules where they conflicted. So it was like I originally had one of the main characters written in the entire thing, but then in the middle of the season, she's like, her schedule didn't permit her to do it. So I had to, because it was already written, I just had to think on my toes and kind of rewrite it in a way that where it still made sense. Because we had already started filming. So
that's one of those curveballs.
Yeah, it's like you rolling with the punches.
That's the one.
Yep.
Off the topic though, how do you think Empire is going to write off? Because just thinking about that, you know, and I mean, because it's serious when things like that happen.
But do you think they'll actually write him off the entire series itself? Like for the next season?
I mean, from what I heard, Fox is done. They're done.
So they're either gonna kill him off or just gonna disappear.
Dang.
But how do they? But how do they show that?
Well, it'll be a closed casket.
And they're gonna switch it up because somebody else is probably in that casket, so they probably switch it up now.
I think Andre was in it.
No, but they didn't know that soon that it would be him. They wouldn't put Jesse in the casket already.
Yeah, they can.
I'm sure they'll find a way.
Trust me.
Already. Back then, he didn't do nothing crazy. You talking about the end of the last season? He didn't do nothing crazy.
Yeah, nobody did technically, but this ain't about.
I don't think that's Jesse in the casket.
It's
It
gonna be
wasn't, but it's gonna be.
Oh, you think now it's gonna be?
Right.
I got you. I thought you meant before. It was like no.
It's gonna
be. Maybe now.
Writers are geniuses.
Yeah,
they will find a way.
That's what I'm saying.
And they'll have everybody back on set filming, refilming those scenes. Like,
person was in the casket mad because they thought they was going to be gone.
Right.
Maybe they happy. Actually.
I'm sure they're happy.
Well, they might not show face. Maybe they. Well, they probably will. So you know who it is in the casket.
They can't tell now because it's going to be a high to watch season.
Well, it dropped his ratings already. So
I know. No, just wanna.
He helped them probably boost it up. Poor Jesse. He made a false poor Jesse.
There's no poor Jesse.
I don't know why the hell he did that.
But that's a testament to writers. Good job, Kim.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Having to think on your toes like that, especially in a situation like that where you don't know.
Right.
And you know what? Honestly, it allowed me to bring people in it that I wanted to be in it in to begin with, and I just in the beginning, but I just didn't have a place for them. So it's kind of like the one character that we lost, I split her into 2 characters now. So yeah, it's crazy, right? Crazy, right?
It worked out the way it was supposed to.
Exactly.
Yes. So, it's my turn.
Yeah. Look, everybody's tired.
Everybody else is sipping.
Adrian didn't say how you think how season 2.
Any highlights?
Yeah, the highlights of season 2 because this was his first. We've actually filmed together before, but this was his first time on set with us on Shock Nation.
Oh, nice! Yeah, tell us.
Yeah. So well, I had worked with Kimmy on a couple of projects before. And I guess she let me know she was doing Shock Nation. You know, I'm doing season 2. You know, I like you for this part, and let me send you a script. So it was good. You know, I was excited. You know, Kimmy's a friend of mine. I was happy to say yes. It's funny because I guess maybe a little bit at the beginning it was a little. I guess to you guys' point, it's a web series. I was a little bit maybe it's good, maybe I don't know. And then when I arrived on set for filming. And I knew Kim Ye directed, but I only worked with her in an acting kind of atmosphere.
Right.
So I arrive on set, and then I see Kim Ye just kind of like running the show, and I'm like, oh shit. Oh, this is sweet. And then I spent some extra time working through the script outside of just like my part, and the script was actually really good too. And then before I I guess arrived on set, I ended up watching all of season 1 of Shock Nation, which is good. So. I'm glad to be a part of it, and Kimye is a real, professional, and she's a talented artist as well. So it was a pleasure for me to be a part of it.
Thank you. And the funny thing is, we actually mentioned his character in season 1.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Well, he plays Chaos. So at the end of season 1, a character by the name of D says to Nathaniel, "Remember, you work for Chaos. Don't forget that." Because Nathaniel was trying to find a way to get out the game. So he was mentioned, but at the time, I didn't have a Chaos. Right.
And then you got some Chaos.
You appeared.
Then we met, a couple months later, I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting name, especially when, I don't know his. I don't know you because I haven't seen it, y'all. His role in Shark Nation season 2, but Chaos is a pretty strong name.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he causes some shit and stirs up some stuff.
Right,
I don't know.
Is he the complete opposite of you?
Kind of, yeah. I'm like really, kind of like nice and easy going. So I have to play maybe a little bit of a hard ball, which is. I find fun. It's funny
because it's opposite.
Yeah, I gotta be outside of my normal self. So I thought it was good.
Well, you talked about it already, so let's ask this young man, Mr. Perry. What's your experience been working with Kimye in her producer role?
A headache.
Oh my goodness gracious! You're fired. You are fired.
I agree. Same way.
Because I've started with her from the beginning. We sat in Starbucks, and she called me and said, "I have the script, and it's called Shock Nation." I said, "Okay." And we sat in Starbucks. And this is during season 1. We sat there for 2 hours in Starbucks?
Yeah.
And I read the entire season in Starbucks down Harbor East. We sat there, kept buying. She was drinking hot cocoa and I was drinking tea. We kept.
I don't drink hot cocoa. It was a frappuccino.
I'm sorry. We sat in Starbucks, and
it's Starbucks.
Right.
We put, and when I read the entire script of Shock Nation for season 1, I was like, "This is dope." And she was like, "I need you." She was like, "Let's go." So we sat there and I read it, okay, and it's just from there. She's been my headache. She would call me, "Bro."
He means that in a good way.
What you think about this scene, that scene? I'm like, all right, cool, And I would say, hey, we should add a couple characters. Like I would say, this person fits this role, that person. But honestly, it's been fun. It's been a headache though, like working behind the scenes.
He's been my right hand though, because I agree, and he's been mine too. But like whenever I need something, he does it. I'm like, bro, I need you on set 9 a.m. Bro, I need you to go get the lunch for the kids. Bro, here's the card. I need you to go get this. Blah 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 blah. So him being a producer and being a production manager and just having that person that's right there that can help you get all that stuff when you're occupied on set, it's a big help.
I think that the entire cast hated me because it was like I need you on set on time. I need you to bring all your wardrobe, have everything ready prepared, know your lines, let's work. And
they can't hate you, but that's their job.
I was like hard on them at times. They were like, I need you to focus. That's not like it. I would tell her, hey,
he was straight face serious on set.
It's like
you need people like you on set.
I take this craft serious, and it's like if I sense that you don't like it or that you're not feeling it, it's like then Kimye, he or she gotta go. Right. And season 2, she would call me, "What do you think about this? I want to change this up, change this, add this." And I'm like, yeah. So to bring him aboard for season 2. Right. I was like, yeah, it fits in because at the end, when his name was brought up, I'm like, okay, it fits in, and I think from season 1, certain characters, were like laid back. Right. Season 2, you can like, oh, he wasn't, or she wasn't like that during season. Okay, but I'm gonna say this: working behind the scenes, that's a fucking headache. Like that is a headache.
But that's what he wanted, though.
Being a I'll tell you something. Being a producer. I have drunk more liquor ever than ever in my time. Being a producer for a show is a fucking headache. It's hard and it's annoying. And at times I tell you, I want to cuss them out. Yo, they ain't doing this. But
so it's
I love
safe to
though.
say that your favorite part of filming is the acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
In a way, yeah. But I kind of like now working behind the scenes more.
Oh, you like working behind the scenes more?
Although it's a headache.
Although it's a headache though, but I like it.
It's always fun having a rush. And that's what it does. It brings you a rush.
Yeah.
A sugar rush.
Yeah.
Johnny Belly rush.
Yep.
So for all the actors out there, make sure you show up on time. So that we
Yes.
don't give
Please
people
be on
like,
time.
Please be prompt.
You're supposed to anyway. I mean, that's on every set, you know.
And be prepared. Be
That's
prepared.
on every set, though.
Right.
You're supposed to be ready and prepared to work.
Yes.
Well, Kimmy, I'm curious because for those of you who are watching as well and have seen Shock Nation Season 1 and are going to see Shock Nation Season 2, you know that Kimmy A is not only the writer, director, producer, actress, all the above. That's difficult.
Yeah.
That's difficult. So talk a little bit about that and the challenges between amongst all those roles, and also what your favorite one was between all of those roles.
Okay, well, definitely you have to stay grounded and balanced. Like when I first started writing this, I knew that I was gonna star in it, but I didn't know that I necessarily wanted to direct it.
Okay.
And with being an independent film and not having a budget to work with, I was just like, let me put myself to the test. Shoot. I mean, I've been on several sets before. I've networked and talked to several other producers and people behind the scenes. So I'm like, I think I can really do this. It's a lot though, because I didn't know what the heck I got myself into. But in navigating through each different role, you just learn and you experience a whole lot that can help you progress and grow even as an actor. So I learned so much about myself as an actor, as well as learning about the other actors on set, being in the director role. They taught me so much, and I'm sure that we all learned from each other, from you know, just this chemistry on set. But it is a lot, but you, like I said, you have to be well balanced and you have to be grounded and you have to know what you're getting yourself into if you're going to take on all these different roles. And the main thing that I like to do is not stress, not super stressed so much, but to have fun with my cast. Like, you know, I'm on set. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of lines to remember, and yes, I might be directing, but I did bring in some other directors, like my DP. He directed a lot of the episodes, and Cherie McCain directed an episode. So, yep. Oh, she is, yeah. Yep, and she sure did. So, like, having other people kind of come in while I'm acting, that helped as well. But yeah, you just gotta be focused and just know what you're getting yourself into. But it's fun. I love taking on all those roles. I would do it again for my next project.
Did James film the first season?
James Perry filmed the first season.
That's the homie.
Yeah,
hey,
James was really cool. And he got some good stuff coming out. Some good films coming out.
I'm so proud of him. He that was the last film I was in. Remember you were there. Who Can You Trust? Too. He did that, and that was my first time working with him.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's really awesome. Good at what he does. He knows exactly what he's doing, and that's the kind of carryover I was trying to have for season 2 as well, to bring on somebody who was that dedicated, who was that professional. And I have to say, Al Morgan, who is our DP and editor, he is just that. And like, you know, he was a breath of fresh air being on set. You know, he's very easy to get along with, to work with. He gives great suggestions because he knows what he's doing, and he teaches this. He's a professor at Morgan. So having him on board has just been a blessing. Like he's probably at home right now working on the edits.
Working hard.
Right. Super blessed for my entire team, man. I couldn't have done this without them. All of our executive producers, yeah. Like anything I needed, they could jump in and help out. So that's one thing that I can say I learned from season 1 into season 2 is that don't try to do everything by yourself. Like you need a team. Like you don't have to do everything by yourself. In season 1, I was flustered. I was stressed out because it was my first time taking in all these roles. But season 2, it felt way better. You know. So yeah.
It's always better to work as a team.
It is,
especially when you want to focus on certain things and go different avenues. So.
I think filming season 1 was the longest. Though. It was like a year.
It felt super long. It felt real long.
It was long. I think the last day of filming. Did we get drunk after that?
Look now.
See what had happened was my next question.
I think we got wasted. It was like it's over.
Yeah, it was like that season took about 4 to 5 months to film, but this season seemed like it took about 3.
It went fast.
It went fast.
3,
That's
maybe
'cause-
3 and a
that's 'cause
half
We were on a schedule
to 4
Try
months.
to get it done. and
But
get it,
it's
you know.
weird because we only filmed once a weekend this time, and last time we were filming Saturdays and Sundays.
Oh,
So I don't know, but yeah,
It was the first time.
yeah.
That you came back and like you learned a lot. So all of the lessons from
Right.
last season, you carried it in.
Right.
You knew what worked for you now. You know what doesn't work for you. And if there is a season 3,
Dun, dun, dun.
it'll
She'll be flowing.
be, you know, or whatever the next project is. It's you pick up from what worked this time, what didn't work. Yep, and it'll be
Exactly.
easier.
And I will say, I don't care if it took 6, 7, 8 months to finish.
Right.
Finishing
It's
is the
finished.
key
Right.
to
Yes.
finish, because it's so many projects that I've been on that have not been finished,
That means
and you
that
haven't,
means-
and you
Justin,
don't
shut
see
your
them.
ass up.
Zach.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
boy.
Your ass
I
up.
can too. It's a couple projects I've done.
No, I'm not gonna put because I'm cool with this person, so I'm not gonna do that.
Uh-oh.
You know who they are, I'm sure. Yes, some people finish, but they can't. On
Do
the-
tell.
Even if it takes you a year.
Do tell. Do tell.
Finish
do
it.
tell.
Well, see, no, because I'm about to. Do
When we get off air, I want to know. We get off air, I want to know.
I know. I'm like,
I know.
what happened?
It's hard. No,
It
actually,
is.
Sips my wine with this one. Let's go.
Especially like when you, what is for like for me. Is he on?
No, but he was.
No, somebody else. He's not. For me, no, but for me, that's like the starting and not finishing is frustrating,
It's frustrating.
because when I prepare for a role, I really prepare for the role, and I have a whole full-time fucking job.
Right.
So the time that I take out to really dedicate to that character, and then it just
Flops.
it is frustrating. It's like I done took all of this and put it into this,
Right.
and
It
I
is-
did one episode,
It is
and
Yeah.
like this is
And I will say, it's not always all of the filmmakers' fault,
it's not.
although it's a large percentage of it. But a lot of times it could be finances. A lot of times you have a falling out with someone that you may have had an agreement with that wants to change stuff up. You know, well, me.
No, Sheree just said the quality
Oh.
of shit.
And yep, exactly.
That is disappointing. When the
It
quality
is.
Yes.
trash.
Yes.
I can't even use this. Like,
Yeah. There is someone who is from the DMV, from DC, and she thinks she is all. First of all, she thinks she's all that. That's why I want to bash talk her, because you're not, honey.
Go ahead, Bash. Let it out.
And she had. Well, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to say she has a series that she thinks is pretty good, and they're in a season 2 or 3. The show itself is unique to what it provides. There's no other show like it. It's very much like a Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it focuses on, and kind of like that title as well. Let's just say that. But has to do with a little bit of a different aspect of the entertainment industry. It is not good.
Dang.
It's not good.
to it.
Your quality is shit.
oh my god.
And I'm not lying. It looks like she recorded on her iPhone, and not even a new iPhone, because iPhones don't look that bad when you record shit.
Right.
I'm talking about like a 6.
Since we're talking
or
about
5.
finishing projects here,
Dang, a
It's
4?
very. She doesn't even use lighting, which is what some people may not. You may use natural, which is fine, but if you're in a dark area, bitch, you better have a.
Ooh.
You better have a light.
You better have a
And when
light.
someone commented on one of the video, or the episodes, or whatever, online, she tried to bash them out, saying we have the equipment that we have and we're doing a great job. We're not bashing out this, but it looks terrible. Trash is trash. It belongs in the dumpster, honey.
See,
just like your
some
project.
people don't want to
Oh my
believe
Lord,
that
Justin,
their
you
project
really
is
Whoever
bad
you are.
quality.
Say about that.
Well, that one is.
Don't like her.
I ain't
whoever you
never,
are,
ever,
sweetheart,
ever
I feel bad for you.
seen you act like this.
Dang. See, that's when you gotta really humble yourself.
It's
like,
yes, that's the truth.
you have to, cause I would want somebody to tell me if it was trash or if it was not quality,
nice
or hey, you need to kind of redo this or do that. But that's why I have to research. I do my research. I had to research James' work to find him. I'm like, yes, this is what I want my series to look like.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
I saw some stuff that Al did. I'm like, okay, cool. Yes,
Right.
so can I bring you on board? But a lot of people either they just want to do it themselves without really doing the research or
Right.
That's-
getting the skill
That, and not to cut you off, but that is a testament to when people really do things that they're passionate about, and not just because, oh, you can see how much money you can make. Because you can put together something and not pay your cast and do a premiere. I've done that. Do a premiere. The premiere sells out, and every last ticket sale, because it only costs $2,500 to rent that Charles Theater out. I know. Thank you. $2,500 to rent that Charles Theater out, and you have a big cast of people, and it's a money making ploy. It's no type of passion in it, and you can tell because they don't put forth the effort that needs to be put forth for it to look nice. Or they don't do things to make sure that their cast is taken care of. If you're not going to pay me, listen, I understand. It's not all about that.
It's fine.
But if I give me something that I can use, I have to put a reel together.
So, IMBD credit.
Oh my gosh,
exactly. Like I need. If you're not going to give me money, give me something that I can use that's going to further
give
my
me a
career.
reel. IMBD credit.
And it's either that or it's people that crave attention. Like I'm just gonna put some stuff out here because I know that it's going to get attention of people, and I just like attention, but they don't take their time with it. Exactly.
It's not fair.
Yeah, they don't take the time.
It's not fair, especially with people that really, like, this is their passion. This is what they want to do. This is our career. Going to be your career, your bread and butter. Like, I'm not playing with this.
Right, it's not a hobby. This is our career.
Acting is an art.
I will fuck you up in here.
It's an art.
Oh my goodness.
Right, oh man.
It's getting warm in here, guys.
Right. And that's one thing I tried to do in season 2. I tried to get people a part of this who I saw take this seriously. I didn't want no jokers, no nothing. Like, no, if you wasn't taking this seriously, I didn't want you a part of the project. Point blank, period.
That's a good way to run the business. I do want to know. Is it my turn? I got so caught up.
Yes,
and what I was talking about.
Go ahead.
Yes,
so,
what
I'm gonna ask each one of you. I'm gonna start with you.
Okay.
So, what was your most memorable moment with filming? Like, I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm gonna let you go into depth.
With filming Shaq Nation. Specifically.
Yes, specifically.
Okay, so I guess we're filming one of my scenes, and I'm playing. I'm being Mr. Serious. You can't mess up. You're doing this. I'm gonna do these things. And while we're in between takes, one of the cast members puts on a giant his face and starts like dancing in the background. And I'm like,
Walmart.
We didn't know where this thing came from.
Came out of nowhere.
What's your cast member?
Yes, his name is Kyle. He plays oh shoot. What's his name?
Kyle plays
I'm sorry, Kyle. But yes, he's in
we know
it.
You're Kyle.
Albert, bro.
You play Kyle today.
Oh, Cash. That's his name in the series. Cash. He's the one that held a gun up against me in season 1.
Oh.
In my face.
So did that throw you off?
I think it provided the appropriate amount of relief in the seriousness of the room. No, it was good. It was really funny. I like that.
Good.
Y'all got a kick.
What about for you, Mr. Paris?
I think just watching the other scenes.
Okay.
I think that was like the highlight to when they were saying their lines and they would start fucking up. It's just kind of funny. Like, what's my line? What's my line? And just sitting back, just watching everybody, and just have fun and just watching her project come to life and just seeing her face just highlighted, just lighted up. Like, I'm just like, I'm like, wow, like Kim B's project's coming to life. Like, I remember we sat in Starbucks and we talked about like.
And she was drinking what?
Frappuccino or something.
Thank you.
He said hot cocoa.
Help you out.
I don't know. All I know is
I don't drink hot cocoa.
all I know is from the time that me and her sat in Starbucks and we said Shaq Nation's gonna come to life. From season 1 to season 2, I think my most highlight was sitting back watching all the other castmates have fun.
Right.
I think that was for me the best moment because I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, I'm kind of mean at times, hard when everybody do their job, but It was kind of funny. He fucking up his lines. Look at him like he don't know what he's saying. You know. And Adrian here, you know, him to play this serious role of, yeah, I'm chaos. And, like, and I'm not gonna lie. It's a scene that made him gotten. I'm holding in my laugh like this is Adrian here. Man. I didn't play with this guy before. Like, come on, man. We didn't play together in this play. He wasn't like this. I'm like, I can't take this man serious right now, man. Like bullshit here. And then it's one important scene where in that scene he pulls me to the side and say, "Hey, I need you to take care of something for me." It's like, oh, all right, now he won't be serious.
I forgot about that scene.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because that's like the real pivotal scene. Like, bang.
Nice.
It was fun though. It was fun. It was fun. Season 1 and 2 was fun.
Nice. So. What about you? What was your most memorable?
In season 2, it was like he said, it was so much fun. One scene in particular, which I can really say was memorable, and I really had an awe moment, was the dance competition scene. It was such a struggle to gather dance teams from Baltimore, from the DMV, to get them to come to this dance competition scene. But when I did the work and I DM people and I text people and I called people like, hey, I need this, I need this, I need this. Like, it was just so, I don't know, I guess surreal in a way to see how prepared these dance teams came. Like, they really brought it. They showed up and showed out. When I couldn't get a single dance team for season 1 to now having 5, 6, 7 dance teams in season 2, it was just like, wow, that was one of my favorite moments to see everybody in the Downtown Cultural Arts Center practicing their dances, got on stage and killed their routines. Wow. Like, it was dope, and I can't wait for y'all to see that. That is going to be the highlight, one of the main highlights of what Shock Nation is about. Yeah. The dancing.
That shit was lit. I wish I knew how to pop lock. Right. That shit was lit.
Exactly.
The only dance I know how to do is the Baltimore two-step, and I do that every.
She knows how to do that to every song.
I do it to every song. Possible. It could be
every song.
A merengue.
It don't matter what
it could be Barney.
Just a two-step.
It could be gospel. It could be whatever. That's all I do.
Meanwhile, I know how to twerk.
Yes, he does.
I know.
Can you twerk to Barney?
I could. Oh, maybe even on it if he gives me a gift.
Oh, snap!
I'd like to see that.
You never know what can happen. You got a lot in that bag.
Okay.
Justin, that's Barney.
Baby bop. Go ahead, girl. What?
Baby bop. Don't
do that.
Okay. That damn.
So like,
you know what's funny though? I was singing out the blue. I was like, baby shark. What the fuck is wrong with me?
They played in the club. Did you know that they played a song in the club?
I heard the club mix. That's the first time I heard it.
Why am I singing this? Then I was like, I need a kid around to do this shit. Baby shark.
I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. Stop.
Oh man,
I don't like it. Go ahead.
Well, we already know what type of talent she likes for her production and the serious people.
Well, that's true.
You gotta
Not necessarily. I mean,
it is serious people.
Bodette and I'm sorry, it's shade. I feel like not for our project, but I've seen other projects here in this city, and I don't give a damn. And it's been trash because they're hiring their homeboys and their homegirls.
Hello?
And it's like, stop that.
Right.
I feel like you're doing insult to me, right. Kimye, Adrian, Rick, Cherie, BJ. You're doing insult to us because we're actors, we're writers, directors, producers, and you're hiring your homeboys and your homegirls to do your projects, right. And they can't act.
Right.
I understand you want to give everybody a chance, but it's like, stop. Everybody can't act.
That's the truth.
Now, granted, I'm not the best actor. I have a lot of learning to do. I'm still learning. You learn every day in this craft. Denzel said it. Amen. Every actor still takes acting classes nonstop.
That's right.
He still takes it. Samuel Jackson, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, Brad Pitt. Everybody still takes acting classes nonstop. Meryl Streep. Everybody. It's a forever learning process. It's like being in school. You're in this school forever until you die, or unless you say I'm done with acting, I retire. But I hate when people hire their friends and their homeboys, Joe, I'm doing this film. I want you to be in it. They can't act.
Right.
Stop. Get some real actors. Like you said, give me a real or my IMDb credit. If you can't pay me, I understand. But I'm gonna help you make your dream come alive. You know.
But I mean, that just goes back to.
And I'm gonna push it for you.
What she was saying about people that are serious versus people that just make stuff just to make it.
Right, and it's a lot of people who's doing it. Like I've seen some trash ass web series like you did. I ain't gonna lie. Especially in this city, it's like wow.
You can pick up on that pretty quick.
Girl and guys.
I almost said your name.
Oh my God. Shoot. I've been a part of some craziness.
And some trash.
And then, you know, and I'm not and you know, what I will say is this, because I think I'm the best at everything that I do. And
be proud.
It is an insult when you, again, you prepare, like you take the time out. It's so many other things that are going on in life. You take the time out and you put in the time to bring your idea. I'm doing all of this to bring your idea to life, and then you treat me like, you know, you don't give me the respect that I deserve.
Right. It's not respect.
You know, and again, for me, it's not all about the money, although I know what it is that I'm worth. I know all of that it is that I've done. Right. But it's not about that. Just at least give me something I can use.
Right.
Just something that I can use. It means a lot.
It don't have to be in monetary donations. It just means credit.
And that's one thing I wanted to like really make sure, even when first starting this, like this is my baby, like, and me acting for at the time 8+ years, it was like I've been on so many different sets. And I just know how, as an actor, I would want to be treated. Right. So I tried to make sure that I treated my actors with respect, have fun with them, feed them, always have water and drinks available, always have snacks available for them, because there's been a lot of sets that I have been on where I was freaking thirsty. I had no water. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
At least some water. Damn.
Right.
You gotta feed me, but I can't die of thirst.
Right.
Go drive me.
You know, and I had to make sure I strategically, even though I didn't have a budget, I did start the GoFundMe campaign for season 1. It was like a majority of that money, I had to make sure that I paid my actors something. Like I was taking money out of my paychecks every 2 weeks to make sure that I paid my actors something for their time, because I appreciated and I respected them taking the time out to be on my set. Right. So
that's all we want.
Yeah,
that's all we want is just be respected, and because we're all in the same boat.
Right.
Okay, we are all still here.
It's a cruise ship.
In Baltimore, and we all have a goal. We're trying to get somewhere. So you know, we can get there if everybody works together and everybody is respectful, and if everybody. I'm not gonna say that.
We hold back way too much on the show tonight.
But the thing is, no, I'm not, because we're all in this industry, and you know what I'm saying.
We all, well, I can't say all of us, but most of us want most of us to win.
Right.
Yeah, and so we can do it.
Yeah,
like we can do it.
A lot of it comes down to professionalism too. You know,
Absolutely.
Kind of like what Paris was saying. You know, you got to show up, be ready to work.
That's
you know,
right.
You got to. You know, Kim Ye is coming here. She's doing all these things. Right. The very least I can do is show up on time, know my lines.
And Adrian will be on time.
Yeah, he will.
Yes.
And deliver. You know, so it goes full circle. You know, if you have a director that gives you a half-assed job, you're gonna be less motivated to give it your all, and likewise with your actors. So you gotta make sure you come prepared.
That's right.
I have a quick question. This is off topic. Aside, because we're about to get into the last part before we leave today about the premiere, but before we get into the premiere, I have a question for y'all. Personally, on a level of acting, for everyone at this table, I'm just curious. How do y'all act when you go onto a set, not knowing anybody on set? You're first, brand new people, brand new environment. How is your personality going into it? Are you very open and bubbly and talkative with everybody? Or are you more like the observer and you sit back and watch?
I observe.
Okay, you observe. I really want to know. What about you, Adrian?
Well, I'm basically the way that I am. I'm basically quiet up until I have to speak to someone, and then it's just
from there evolved.
Yeah, you know,
he's
you just I don't say anything. Someone will say, you know, hey, and I'll be like, hey, what's up, and then I'll go. You know what I mean? But I'm not Mr. You know, let's talk to everyone.
What about you, Kimmy and Paris, both of y'all? What about y'all?
I'm sorry, I was distracted at Cherie's comment. I just really gotta read this out loud.
All I saw was fuck.
I
said,
no.
You know I love me some. Wait.
She said people want handouts, fame, money, clout chasers instead of working hard. That's very true. Yes, they don't want to put in the time and the effort that it takes to really becoming a professional, serious actor. But anyway, I'm sorry. What was your question?
Actually, wash your hands too.
My question for
yeah,
their hands are sticky because of jelly beans, y'all. Y'all missed the challenge.
There's still jelly beans on the table.
Sorry.
Yeah, my question for both of y'all the last two to answer is when you get on set of a production, even if you don't know anybody on set, all new faces for you, and new directors, new producers, new cast. You're on set as an actress or actor. Are you more of the quiet type to sit back and observe and get a feel for things? Or are you bubbly, hey, how you do? Like off the bat, like immediately talking to people, getting to know everybody, networking. How are you both?
I'm definitely quiet. I do like to observe the scene and get to know people. If it's my very first time and not know anybody, I'm very observant. And I just sit back, I'm on my phone, and I'll wait for somebody to say something to me. And then if a conversation sparks, it sparks. If it doesn't, then I'm on my phone. And maybe if I can fill them out without even saying anything to them, I might be the one to start the conversation. But it just depends on the vibe at the moment.
Right.
What about you, Barry?
I'm quiet. I observe everything. It's like, okay, and I'm locked in, reading my script, learning my lines. It's like, okay, am I in the scene with somebody? Who am I filming with? You know, who's that person so I can meet them and we can build a chemistry. But I'm kind of quiet to a certain extent because once I get to know you, I'll make you laugh. I'm like, everybody, he is funny.
Paris gives a very standoffish attitude that a lot of people might look at as.
Do you have RBF? Do you have RBF? Resting bitch face? Do you have
yes.
I did. I don't think I did.
Not right now, you don't. Like on set,
did.
Do you have resting bitch face? Does he have resting bitch face?
Yeah, like
me on set.
Yeah,
I did.
Yes,
I did.
Yeah.
That's why people wouldn't like you.
That's right.
It's not them not liking me. It's I'm serious about this business and this craft. Like working behind the scenes, producing. It's a lot of hard work, and it's like we were on a time schedule.
Right.
So I would get in her ass like, yo, we on a time schedule. Like, come on, let's roll.
Right.
Like, and I'm telling people, like I said, learn your lines, come to work, and have fun. But for real, me? No.
Yes, but it was because of we work full time too. Right. So we on the same vibe because we work overnight shifts.
Yeah.
So it's like
and I was tired.
On days he was coming straight to set from getting off work.
Y'all work together?
No.
No, I was gonna say, hey, you don't work overnight, do you?
Yes, I do.
In the real estate industry?
No, that's part time.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta work late nights in the real estate?
No, that's part time.
People thought that about me though?
I got that company. Yes.
Oh.
Like people like somebody came to me like, "Did Paris have an attitude today?" I'm like, "No, he just tired." Like, but people will appear that way when they're tired. Right. I'm very mean when I'm tired.
Oh, I'm a bitch.
Exactly. Exactly. Me too.
Damn it! I worked with you before. Am I like
very
that?
Cordial.
What she said?
I'm tired.
Mean.
Resting bitch face on set.
I think people might get that from you sometimes.
If they don't know him.
Especially if they don't know you, but sometimes you kind of zone out. You know what I mean? And then you just may look unapproachable.
Oh wow!
But y'all,
that's the word I was
that.
looking
Do
for.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're very friendly.
I didn't do that on your set.
People want to come up and talk to JoJo. That's what's up.
No, they won't. Yeah, she's
sometimes
very bubbly.
If y'all didn't know me, would you think? Well, see, most of y'all met me.
No, because since I met you, it was cool.
I actually really do have resting bitch face. A lot of people say
he does.
I didn't get that vibe from him. As soon as he came in,
I will say the first time I met you,
I got that from you,
probably
though.
did get that.
Well, if you know what it is that I do for a living, you would
I
understand.
was like, she looks
right.
Shit.
Oh, you got that job where you gotta drink every day.
Oh my Lord, yes. And I just got that good old promotion.
Have y'all ever done a project or had a script and y'all loved it, and it never came out.
But it's a good thing because
yes, you make me want to say names out loud. I can't do that.
I'm sure. Have y'all ever had?
I love the script so much and it never came out.
I've been on a project and y'all filmed it
and it never came out.
I wouldn't say loved it.
Yeah, Baltimore. Me too.
Y'all so disappointing.
I will take some of the filmmakers back. A lot of it is phone dancing.
I had to get him though.
And life, and life issues happen.
I had to get him.
That causes people to need to.
I mean, you know what though? I don't want to sound arrogant or like a rude person.
But wait, I was supposed to audition.
I don't want to sound mean, like in general.
I don't know for what something he was doing.
I
didn't know about this.
I appreciate everyone's craft.
I got to audition again.
And everyone, everyone works hard at what they do, right? So I appreciate even the producers and the filmmakers. I get it. Like I appreciate what you do. So I'm not trying to say this in the sense of like, ooh, don't hire Justin because he's a rude ass. Will I put you on blast? Probably. But if you do a good job, it'll be good. It'll be good blast. No, but I am very professional when it comes to working on set, and I really take it 100%.
It's true. I've worked with Justin.
I love entertainment industry in general. So I will never take it for granted. Don't mind what I say on the radio because that's just how my radio personality is. On set acting, I'm not the same person. Y'all may not believe, you met me on set for something. I didn't act like this. I didn't act crazy and all fun. I was professional.
I was with you on set, actually. You were very quiet and professional.
Oh, yeah, you were.
Toll Booth.
Yeah, you were. Oh, yeah, that one too. I thought you were in the other series. Toll Booth, I didn't know anybody but you.
Right.
And that was it. For people who were there, I didn't only know you.
He was very reserved.
Very reserved. But once, if I know comedian, once I know somebody there, and I become very talkative. I will talk to people. I ask like, what is their background? Where are they from? I do that often. Even like when you came, Adrian, I saw you behind the scenes here. I made got into a conversation.
Yeah, very personal guy.
Yeah, because I want to feel more comfortable myself when I'm also working with you. Because once I start acting with you, I know we have a little bit of background already.
That's why I said you don't have that face approach like that. So I was like, you were cool. They came to head with something. I'm like, hey, you made me feel comfortable right away.
Work on more like
now
that.
She did. I came in.
She had her glasses low. She was looking at you like, who's this?
No, she didn't even look at me. She was on her phone.
But advice to new actors, like if you are a new actor or only been acting a few years, like my advice is to open your mouth. Like you want to start talking to actors because that's what I did. Like that's how I found out about the Dragon Nut Connects and the Actors Access and all of that by talking to other actors on set when I was first starting out because I had no idea what these websites were. So you want to talk to them.
And Actors Access too. Go on there. Actors Access. Cherie She also put. I asked you on this. She recommended it for me. Cherie. She put me onto it.
Boost me up a little bit on there.
Yeah. Cherie is like a mastermind. Her IQ for acting, writing, and directing. Between her and Kim Ye, they had this IQ out of this world. Like it's on point. Like Cherie is like a Tom Brady when it comes to this. Like she's a goat when it comes to this. Cherie's really.
You know what? I actually recently, like in the past 3 months, believe it or not, I lost an opportunity to do a role. And I haven't talked about this yet on the show. I lost the opportunity to do a role. I'm not going to cry, bitch. I'm just kidding. I lost it. Well, no, not really. I lost the opportunity to do a role because this sounds so weird to me. It must be like a very local, like in-family type of production. I'm sorry for those of you who were producing it. Because like a lot of people already knew each other when I realized I got on set. And this was the first audition. Second audition, obviously, only call back certain people. But one of my friends that came in audition number 2, I was talking to a couple weeks ago. I was like, so why do you think that I didn't get the role? Just for me to train myself. I appreciate criticism. I don't mind it at all.
Exactly.
What I heard was that it was because I wasn't talkative enough on set. Which to me is very shallow because how can you judge a person by how they are outside of their role? If you want me for a character that I bring 100% to the table for, but maybe I don't go around networking with everybody, what is that reason? I'm not being a bastard and being rude. I'm just keeping to myself.
You say awful.
Staying focused.
So this is important.
You say awful.
It's what I call locker room etiquette. So when you have a football team or baseball team or an acting crew, a talented cancer is still a cancer. in your ranks. So if they feel that you don't mesh with the cast, they may feel this is going to be a problem for the cast. We're going to be around each other for a couple months.
Okay.
So that they incorrectly assume, but they assume
I'm very bubbly. If they got to know me,
yes, but
people love me.
But sometimes the first impression is it could be wrong.
Right. No, it's true.
But and it could be dead wrong. But you know, and that's probably why.
Yeah.
And you know what? I will say to piggyback off of that, I was in the room for the what's Wayne Brady's game show.
Which one? Oh, the
Let's Make a Deal.
Let's Make a Deal. I was in LA in the game room for that. And it's so funny because it was a room full of people. And the whole time, we didn't know it, but they were watching us.
Absolutely.
Because they were picking already who they wanted to have talk on the show with Wayne Brady.
And they select certain types of
They selected the people that were running around the room and talking to everybody and had all this energy.
That's the one you want.
Right.
You know what? Yeah. So, Wayne, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, but I mean, okay, so you do that and you get somebody that talks too fucking much, and you like, would you shut the fuck up so that
we can film
shit? Damn, like okay,
It's
fuck
just
your
like
cat.
In a courtroom, the attorney is there, and we're looking to say, okay, we do not want her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
that's
you picking your
But you don't know
that's true.
That's this to me is different. It's different. It's different.
I just don't think, depending on the production,
it's different.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want that bubbly person for that. You don't want somebody that if we.
I mean, listen, Leonardo DiCaprio is as shy as shy can be.
Right.
He does not talk, but he's always been. I'm quite sure he's always been shy.
Right. Yeah, but you can be
so,
shy and not show it. You could be a freak, but you can fuck everybody.
He probably doesn't have an RBF.
That's not true. It just depends. You don't know.
Well, that's why they have on-screen chemistry tests too.
Right.
That was random.
That's very random. I mean, well, damn.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh.
You've been talking about porn since we started the show.
Justin.
Let porn.
Huh?
Let porn.
Porn.
Not everyone watches porn.
Sometimes porn is needed.
Okay. No, what? No.
I don't mean, well, I should say I don't mean in a nasty way. I mean, I take everything in a sense of I appreciate everyone's work. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So even if it's
That's
porn,
fair.
it can be good work and it can be terrible work. Ooh. But anyway, way off topic. Let's go back to Shock Nation because it's a whole different show here. Shock Nation, let's hold up these tickets real quick. We're going to talk about what we're holding right here, right now. Okay.
Here you go, Adrian.
Talk about this, viewers. So what am I holding? What is this Shock Nation ticket in my hand?
This is a Shock Nation ticket / flyer, but it just gives you the information on everything about the premiere, which is going down next Sunday, March 10th.
Yes.
Next Sunday, March 10th.
I'ma be there.
Next Sunday, March 10th.
I'ma be there.
Doors open at 6 p.m. It's gonna be a great event. We're showing because it's in the theater, you know, you would expect us to show the regular movie trailers, but I said, no, I want to show independent filmmakers trailers, and that's it. So I'm showing a lot of independent filmmaker trailers, and then after the following, we're going to have a short Q&A with some of the cast and crew, and we're going to have a short presentation. And it's going to be great. And then it's going to be a little bit of networking. So it's going to be a bunch of producers and directors and actors and everything there. Media.
Yes.
All kinds of people for you to come and network with. And tickets are just $15 on eventbrite.com.
Nice.
No.
Are they sold at all at the door?
For right now, they are, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So $15,
nice.
Y'all. But get them online first. Get your reservation.
Buy online.
Before they get sold out.
Yes.
Sunday, March 10th. That's coming up. That's not this weekend, but the following weekend. You said 6 p.m. doors open.
Daylight savings time.
Hoyt's Theater in Lincoln by across from the Cracker Barrel, right?
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel is my spot, y'all.
Exactly.
It's spring forward. It'll be daylight too.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Justin, what time we gonna be there?
Y'all can't tell. It's getting
5 o'clock.
So Jonae's bringing it out the box. We are as Out the Box Radio, thanks to Kimmy A.
Woo-hoo!
We are going to be there interviewing, doing some radio interviews right there on the spot on the red carpet with some of the cast and crew. We are super excited for that.
Yes, I'm excited too.
We will be there at 5:15, 5:30. Y'all gonna be there that early? 5:30?
Yeah,
No.
we'll be there.
Yeah, like 5:45 is cool. 5:45.
5:30.
We're gonna be at 4 o'clock. Wait in the parking lot. Wait, y'all
I'm here. Watching the movie already.
Right.
Yeah, so absolutely make sure y'all come out. Again, Hoyt's Theater in Lincoln, come back, Cracker Barrel, look it up. Hoyt's, $15 on online.
Eventbrite.com.
Eventbrite.com. In the meantime, if you haven't seen it yet, check out Shock Nation Season 1.
Yes.
Which is available on YouTube, correct?
On YouTube. My YouTube channel is True Talent Creative Works. That's TRU Talent Creative Works. Or you can really just search Shock Nation. Or Shock Nation web series. It'll pop right up.
Make sure you do that.
Yeah.
Season 2, so you know what's going on. Like she said, it carries over. So you need to know what's going on in this series.
Exactly. Please do. It's going to be lots of drama. We got people trying to take over people's territory. We got friendships going crazy. We got more dancing in it.
I'm excited for that scene you talked about.
Relationship problems.
Relationships.
Yeah, relationship problems.
Love stories.
Everything. Love stories, lying. Yeah, lots of stuff going on.
And shout out really quick to Cherie, who not only watches our show every week.
Yes, hey Cherie.
Yes.
Also is helping a part of Shock Nation.
Yes, she is a producer and a co-director for an episode.
Look her up online. Cherie McCain, McCain.
Yeah.
Look her up online. Well, that has been another great edition of Out the Box Radio. Thank you.
Awesome.
To some of the cast and crew from Shock Nation.
Yes, thanks for having us. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ready to see.
That's right.
Shock Nation Season 2.
Absolutely.
You guys have a great time too.
We'll see you all next week right here live with a rapper coming in studio from Baltimore. Can't wait for that. So make sure you tune in next week, 7 p.m. on Out the Box Radio Show. Radio on Fire.
Bye.
Peace.